This episode will mark a milestone for this series because, one, it'll be the first episode that I record right after the other, and second, it'll be the first episode that I record without having uploaded the previous episode. So, hey guys, my name is SonicKitsune, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Pearl. I have done no training with any of my Pokemon because I just wanted to get right into this next part of the game. And it'll be pretty short, I'm sure. I don't think it'll be even 20 minutes, but if it is, that's great. It's great for the series. I'm gonna use repels. This place is the Solaceon Ruins, and this is basically the unknown place in the game. I guess to make it similar to Johto, they had to include a place that had all these unknown, and unlike the place in Johto, it's actually a lot more confusing because there's a lot more paths. You know, I can actually show an unknown. I did not pack an escape rope, and I don't think you can battle any of these people. Oh, wait, you might be able to battle this guy. Yeah, you can, okay. Does he have anything interesting? That's what I want to know before I cut the episode. I'm not cutting the episode, I'm just cutting footage, I guess. What do you have? No, that's not interesting. I am sorry, but that is not interesting. Millennium Griddle level 23! Woo! Finally, Psybeam! Oh my gosh. I'm ecstatic to know that move. Psybeam. Oh my it's glorious. It really is. This is truly an achievement for Psybeam. Lotso took a frickin' beating in that fight. Frickin' Bronzor. And I would have showed it, but really, we're gonna see more Bronzor later in the game, so I don't feel bad about not showing it. Really, I don't. Also, I happen to know Hypnosis, and Hypnosis is interesting in this game, and Diamond in particular, because this is the only game where these are the only games where the accuracy is 70 instead of 60. And that, I think, is pretty... it makes it a lot more overpowered. Like, it's on par with Thunder, at least without Rain Dance, and Blizzard, so it hits a little easier than last time, and I guess that's why they changed it back in Platinum. Big Mushroom, I think you could just sell that to someone, you know, to some weird collector guy, and he'll take it. Otherwise, there's no real point to it. And you see what I said about confusing ways? Like I said, this is not going to be a very long episode. I'm going to try and cut as little as possible. Oh, here's the room I was looking for, Rare Candy. Well, Rare Candy wasn't what I was coming here for. I don't even know when I'm going to use this thing. Odd Incense, I think that has something to do with breeding. Like, I don't know which Pokemon needed to produce its appropriate baby, but, Nugget. And this last one, Mind Plate. Okay! Here's a thing that I was hoping to do. Whenever the universe was created, its shards became this plate. Okay, Mind Plates. So, what I wanted to do with this Let's Play was, like, at the end, include a guide on where every plate in the game is. There are a total of 16 plates in this game. There's a 17th plate introduced in X and Y. They're plates that pretty much act as type-enhancing moves. Like, obviously, Mind Plate, that's going to enhance Psychic-type moves. Now, what's so important about them, they're glorified type enhancement moves, but they do a little more if you have a Pokemon known as Arceus, which is a Pokemon that was introduced in this generation as the God Pokemon. Legendary Normal type. I think the only Legendary Normal type aside from Regigigas. Regigigas, which was also introduced in this generation, and I think this A-Hat only has one Pokemon. Yeah. You know what? I feel bad doing an episode this short if I found the jackpot room that quickly. So, what else can I do to fill the time? Or because I don't want to attach it to the last video. The last video was a total of 29 minutes in recording, but I know when I edit it, it's going to be a lot less, because there were some moments I had to cut. Okay, come on, Unknown. Okay, actually, I want to... Oh, that's the guide to the big room. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's different items in Platinum, but I don't think any of them are important. If I'm wrong, I'll flash it up on screen, because I could have sworn that there was an HM in here in Platinum. Maybe. Oh, maybe Unknown would appear at this point. Appear to me, Unknown. Thank you! Not that I want to catch you, but I just want to show how stupid they are. This is Unown. There's 28 variations of Unown, one for each letter of the alphabet, and then there's an explanation point and a question mark. And they're gimmicks. You're supposed to want to collect every variation of them, but really there's no point to it, except for... There actually is a minor point to it, which I'm not going to be attempting, but all Unown can learn is hidden power. It's all they know, it's all they can know. No move tutors or TMs can change that. Leveling up can't change that either. All they can do is hidden power. And it's not really that strong either. It's like, Unown literally has the most shallow move pool of any Pokemon in existence. Technically tied with Smeargle, but at least Smeargle can learn any move through that one move that it learns naturally. Except for Chatter, can't learn that, like I mentioned last time, in Bubble Beam. Bubble Beam! Of course I want to teach it. All this time of having to deal with crappy regular Bubble, and I finally get the move that I want. Yeah, long before I get Surf, too, which is a plus. A very big plus. Woo, woo! And onward, I feel like a new man. Having just done that. Having just done all that stuff. Restore my weary Pokemon, I want you to restore. Restore my weary Pokemon, I want you to restore. Thank you. What can I do to fill time in this episode? I should have saved the tower for this episode, really. Well, live and learn, I guess. Live and learn! Hiding on the edge of tomorrow! Live and learn! You will never find your way! Geodude! I didn't want you the first 12 times! Even the 12 times right after that! It's the most Sonic game that I've ever played. To be fair, the only Sonic games I've played have been of the Genesis games. And I do not want to talk... I'm an idiot, but since I don't really have much material to fill this, since I kind of want to stay in this area to do stuff, I believe she only has baby Pokemon, so she is worth showing. She has some Pokemon we haven't seen yet, Cliff notwithstanding. I mostly want to stay in this area so I can train up so I can move on later. So that's why I'm keeping this episode short. I'm not heading out to Veilstone right away. I know it's not as much progress as I would normally try to make in one of my videos. I mean, in one of my videos in this series, at least. But I really wanted to... I saw an opportunity to record 2 episodes, and I took it. Mostly because it's usually a crapshoot when I'll have time to record anyway, and this way there'll be fewer days where I have to forego uploading anything. That's admirable, isn't it? Admiral Akbar! It's a trap! Oh, she doesn't have Igglybuff like I thought she did. She has Clefairy, which we actually haven't seen. In X and Y, this would be super effective! But it's not X and Y, so you're still a normal type. It's weird how Jigglypuff is normal fairy, but Clefairy is just plain old fairy. And also how Snubbull and Granbull are just pure fairy now. It's like, no, they never really struck me as something that was anything other than normal. Even with the introduction of fairy, I think... Wait, why am I still using Bato? Oh, here's Happiny, actually. This is a new Pokemon. Having you fight it. Happiny is the pre-evolution of Chansey, as introduced here. And to evolve Happiny is actually really easy. Most baby evolutions, you need to max out their happiness in order to evolve them, but since Chansey already evolved on Oblivion through max happiness, they had to do something else with this. So they made this item called an Oval Stone, and they made it so Happiny needs to hold an Oval Stone while it levels up in order to evolve. Yeah, that's probably the easiest method of evolution ever, but since it's Happiny and it's related to the Chansey line... Did I even mention it evolves into Chansey? Probably. Since it evolves into Chansey, it's given that you're gonna get a lot of experience from those guys, and those are Psyduck, and they don't like me. think you can fight some of these guys here. Yeah, what you having? Of course, all we ever have is Moo Moo Milk. Moo Moo Milk, $500 per bottle. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these. This is a pretty good healing item. I believe Moo Moo Milk recovers 100 HP, so it's like half of a Hyper Potion for less than half the price. So it's good. Definitely worth picking up some Moo Moo Milk. Yeah. This'll be... And since it's still kinda early in the game, this'll probably be the best, most cost-effective healing item you can get at this point in the game. Because none of your Pokemon are really bound to have 100 HP unless you're training something like a Chansey or something. These Psyduck, they're standing firm, they aren't inclined to move at all. They're blocking something that the game does not want me to go on with. And Route 15, I'm pretty sure, is always heavily rainy, so if you picked Chimchar, beware. Just beware! I am the Box Ghost! Does anybody remember Danny Phantom? I know someone on the internet that is pretty much addicted to Danny Phantom. Oh wait, I have to fight these guys. Butch Hartman was pretty much one of my favorites show guys when I was a kid. I mean, he made Fairly Odd Parents and he made... Fairly Odd Parents and he made Danny Phantom What's Not to Love. And here is Stunky, actually. I know we've seen Glameow, but we have not seen Stunky, so I think this is worth showing. And Bato, you are still first out, and for some reason, Bubble Beam. For some reason, Bubble Beam... That's all you need to know. For some reason, Bubble Beam doesn't attack both enemies like Bubble does. It's like, it's a better move in terms of base power, definitely, but it doesn't attack both opponents. And Milana, okay. I don't really have to worry if Milana faints about getting him to evolve. Actually, I agreed with Allie that we could still consider Milana a girl, so maybe I will just do that subconsciously, so that I don't have to keep checking myself whenever I make the mistake. So I don't have to keep correcting myself. It's a good thing that Milana actually evolves through a stone as opposed to, no, let's stick with attacking Stunky because it's Glameow that has Feint Attack and Milana is the fastest Pokemon on the field. So let's get rid of that Glameow so we don't have to worry about getting knocked out. Hello, Stunky. You gonna fart fire at me? Yeah, one of the funniest things about Skuntank is that it can learn Flamethrower, and its animation makes it look like it's coming out of its butt. Not a pleasant sight to look at, and I'm sure next time we see Jupiter, we will see that tactic. I mean, it's like Jupiter doesn't even look like a dirty girl. She looks kind of prim and proper. Mars looks more like a dirty girl. I don't know. Maybe they got the Pokemon switched when they were in development. Or maybe they just don't care. Maybe they just didn't think... Maybe they just didn't overthink it like I'm overthinking it right now. I honestly don't know. I think this girl is important, but... Okay. I'm taking a rest. If I were a bird Pokemon, it would be Roost. You should rest up too. Oh yeah, TM51. I believe this is Roost because, well, what else could that mean by our dialogue? If I had to keep flying forever, bird Pokemon would eventually crash. It's actually a move that was offered after being the first gym in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but since it's not Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you get it a different way. Surprise. Roost allows you to recover half of your maximum HP, and if the user's a flying type, then they lose their flying type for the rest of the turn. And since and if it's a pure flying type Pokemon, which it can only be if it's Tornadus in Generation 5, then I guess it just becomes typeless. I think that's how it works, at least. Like, they lose their flying typing until they attack again, so there's that. I think actually since we've gone through the Unown Ruins, we can actually get an Unknown report somewhere, but I don't remember where. Probably one of these houses. Or not. Probably not, actually. I'm probably just talking out of my butt right now. Yes, I'm trying to not swear. Yeah, still talking about my Bato's brave nature, which is not really that good for... No, wait, Evan's nature. Evan's actually pretty close to leveling up, so... You know what? Let's end this episode off by battling someone. Anyone, except for those guys, because I don't want to get a double battle. Evan's out in front, right? Yeah, I put Evan out in front. Let's do it! Let's do it! I don't even care what you got. I'm just gonna fight you on screen. I'm not gonna cut. Nope, I want to save this moment when... Oh, you got 5... Dude! Okay, that was a very poorly executed dude right there. I'm the Big Lebowski. Not even from the movie. I haven't seen the movies. Like I know there's a Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends episode that parodies the title. At the time, I didn't know that. I mean, that's kind of ballsy. It's like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. They have titles for their episodes that are based off of R-rated movies. Big Lebowski is like the Big Lebowski, which is that one about the ice charades and all the blues that Mac's classmates made because they got inspired by Mac's show and tell. And another instance is when they did Good Will Hunting, which at the time I didn't realize it was a parody of Good Will Hunting. I think that's also rated R, but I don't know what that movie's about. The movie was about Wilt running away when he realizes he's ashamed of how he got separated from his creator, who turns out to be Jordan Michael, obviously not Michael Jordan. Oh jeez. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. It's like, it's such a great show. I think it ended after I stopped watching Cartoon Network, though. It's like, at the time I stopped watching Cartoon Network, it was shows like Squirrel Boy were on the air, like My Gym Partner is a Monkey. I think I've mentioned this before in a video, but I liked My Gym Partner is a Monkey when it was airing, but looking back, it didn't really have that good of writing, so I don't know why I liked it. Also, Squirrel Boy, I always hated that. That show was really stupid, and from what I understand, it didn't last long. And I'm pretty sure everyone else hated it too. Like, I thought that Cartoon Network was pretty much dead, but then I've heard that friggin' Adventure Time, that's good. I've seen an episode or two of that, so it's good. I don't know why I haven't checked out more of it. I guess I'm just too distracted by Breaking Bad at the moment. And also from all the Let's Plays that I watch on a regular basis. If you know me, you know I watch a lot of Let's Plays, and also Gravity Falls. I think that's a popular Cartoon Network show that even teenagers really like. I've really been kind of slow in the whole department. I'm gonna cut out the rest of this battle using Christian. You know, Shelly, you should probably train something other than Bidoofs. You ever thought about that? You like Rusty? Are you like Rusty from the Dorkly series? And of course, there's an item that I need to use cut for, but... I want to level up Jesse again, just to see if he's close to evolution. And Staravia is not the best thing to do in order to make that happen. So, hold on. Took a couple encounters, but I got Jesse to level 24. And... nothing. Frickin' nothing! And now my emulator is slowing down. Probably a good point to stop, in all honesty. So in the next episode, gonna continue our way to Veilstone City. Oh, now you're speeding up! That's just great, that makes me look so freaking professional. This is where we're heading next. See you then.